Hello everyone, the Spanish Inquisition here, and today I'm doing a video on something that doesn't typically suit an Englishman. These are American Locos made by MTH, a brand that I didn't particularly know about until one was purchased and it made me fall in love. These trains do more. Literally the slogan on the box. So let's have a look at them. The two locomotives we're going to be looking at today are the 482 Mohawk and the 464 Hudson. These two locomotives both being New York Central. Now, these being MTH products, they are very expensive in the UK. The Hudson was purchased for £500, which is quite common in the UK. But the Mohawk was purchased for £240. You may be asking why. Well, when I went to Worley Model Railway Exhibition this year, I managed to see this, saw the price tag, and I bought it because you do not see MTH products going for that much. Once we did run it, we did find that the smoke unit wasn't actually particularly working and was squealing. After managing to get the loco apart after asking on Reddit, we found there were two screws under the cab, one on the top that was nicely concealed. And we managed to get the boiler / cab off and discovered there was a bit of brass that was slightly bent against the fan for the smoke unit. These smoke units sport fans which are very, very nice. I'll go into that in detail in a minute. After that, it worked like a dream. So £260 saved on a very expensive model. Now you may be asking yourself, why are these models so expensive? Because of the features they come with. From the factory, these are die-cast metal bodies with sound and a synchronized smoke unit which has a fan in it which blows the smoke through. So it's not thick and wispy and spills over the side. It looks really good. Now the first loco we're going to look at is the NYC 464 Hudson Streamlined. I believe this is a J-3A. I'm a Brit. I can't really tell you too much on which type is which unless it is said on a label. This is a streamlined Hudson, as you can tell, and it's an instantly recognisable outline, and on this model there is detailing pretty much everywhere, so you do have to be very careful when getting it out of the packet. There's detailing up front, there's a little sort of cubby hole at the front you can remove and put in a dummy coupler. The sculling driving wheels are absolutely fantastic, and one feature that really makes this loco stand out amongst other MTH products is there are LEDs that light up the driving wheels. Now I will show some footage a bit later when it's running of it in the dark, so you can actually see it when it passes by. It absolutely looks fantastic and it looks the part. It is stunning and it will blow you away. Now, something I should mention, these models have a certain thing which us Brits just don't get. It's called a PFA system, passenger freight announcements. You can press a button and it will start a station announcement, and it will ring the bell. You can bring it to a stop, press it again, and it will do all the station announcements and then take off at the speed where you press that button. And it's absolutely insane. It's almost as if it's sentient, and it really just blows our models out of the water. Overall, this model is well worth its money, but you do have to be prepared to dosh out that amount for that price tag. Now this locomotive is the NYC Mohawk. Now you may be wondering, because it's a 482 it should be called a mountain. Well, the NYC didn't exactly think that nickname fitted their railway because it is so bloody flat. So they called it a Mohawk after one of the rivers. Now this loco is designed and was built to be mixed traffic, and it looks it. It's got the wheel arrangement to put down the power for freight, and of course it was implemented for passenger use because the Hudsons couldn't handle peak time trains due to the amount of coaches, I believe. So these had the haulage capabilities and the speed. They were the whole package, and it's what NYC needed. Now the model itself, I can only speak on this because it is a second-hand model. The smoke unit is a bit noisy, but I do believe that's because it's been run while it was knackered, just trying to figure out what it was. And even that, it doesn't ruin the model in the slightest. It's sometimes barely noticeable because you've got the chugging going away of the DCC sound. It is just a genuinely nice model. Again, there's detailing all over the place. There's plenty of detail up the front end. You can put in a dummy coupling as well. That's in a detail pack in the package. And the tender is absolutely huge. Now, in real life, these would have held 43 tons of coal and little water, because these had scoops. So it meant it had plenty of coal to do non-stop runs, and it didn't have to stop for water as much because of the water troughs that it could just scoop up along. Again, this loco features a real coal load, and of course it's a lot more obvious because it's not covered by the little flaps. Although on the Hudson they can be moved out of the way, but that's only sort of when it's stationary. You don't really want to have that open and you think, oh god, it's moving, it's not prepped properly. Again, this features sliding roof vents. These side ones are a little bit jippy, so they do need a little bit of a force and need to be quite straight in order to move them along. And the thing I do really love about these models is the gold chrome, sort of brass if you will actually, the chroming on the whistle, the valves and the bell. And this bell is absolutely amazing because it does move, and I'm sure I would believe there is a O-gauge version of this. I would so hope that that does swing back and forth. Now, in both the boxes of these, they come with little sample tubes of smoke fluid, and this Mohawk came with it. Even though it's probably been tucked away in the darkest reaches and was knackered, the smoke unit fluid, little teaser sample bit, was full, and I'm still using it. The Hudson's one was completely empty and dry, which really shows how much use both of these got. The Hudson probably got ran to death and now it's still perfect even now, and this one probably never even got to use its smoke unit because from the factory it was probably done too tight. Now, the main thing that MTH do is they have their own DCC system, which is DCS. So they did sort of fight and got dragged with their heels along the ground to implement DCC, but it does work. So if you want to program address for these, you can do programming on the main. The main thing is though, you can't do 4-digit addresses. Short addresses, well, you can do long addresses, but you have to program CVs, and I can't be asked for that. So short addresses it is. These can be done between 1 and 127, so this has been numbered 17. And eventually we'll be numbering the Hudson, because soon there'll be another MTH loco on the way. Keep an eye on the channel, because there's also some coaches I'm going to be reviewing alongside it. Now we're going to be running these with some Bachmann Spectrum coaches and some Walters heavyweights. And the ones that are lit up, I believe they're the Bachmann Spectrum ones, we'll be running with the Hudson. So when it's a bit darker, you'll be able to see it running alongside the Hudson with its lit up drivers. So let's get both of these started up and the smoke unit started up over in the shed to my left, and then we'll roll them out, couple them up and give them a run.
Let's get down the line. thing. Watch the step. Ticketed passengers only. Passengers only.
Now departing on track 1 for New York, train number 26, 20th Century Limited.
Watch the step. Step right this way. Let's get that baggage loaded. All aboard! Should be a nice day. Conductor's giving us the highball signal. Let's get down the line.
Chicago on track 1, train number 26, 20th Century Limited.
This stop is Toledo. Watch your step, please. Have a nice day. Welcome aboard. Ticketed passengers only. Let me help you with your baggage.
Now departing from New York on track 1, train number 26, 20th Century Limited.
All aboard! I see the conductor checked his watch again. Must be time to go. Conductor's giving us the highball signal. Let's get down the line.
So that's the NYC Hudson and NYC Mohawk. If you see an MTH loco and you really want to pay the massive price tag, you are getting something that is truly worth that money. Some people wouldn't pay that much on an English loco because we don't have anything like this. None of our models are particularly die cast unless you want to custom build it yourself, or they're a larger outside of 00 gauge model. Smoke units are and have been in English models for quite a while, but they're nothing like this. They don't have the fan, and they don't sometimes synchronise. You can do it yourself, and I have seen a few knocking around that have been synchronised on English models. But if you want it factory ready, MTH is the way to go for your American locos. Thank you so much to the Reddit user. I can't remember your name right now, so I'll put it as a little annotation. Thank you so much. You helped us so much in trying to fix this Mohawk. It was absolutely great. We got it running, and it was just a joyous moment because we saved a hell of a lot of money on it, and I'm glad that I was able to share these two locos with you. We do have another NTH loco on the way from Australia. We also have some coaches to accompany it, which are Batman Spectrum. Once those both arrive, I'll do a full video on both. So thank you for watching this video, and until next time, goodbye.